Hello dear students. So today we will discuss about our next chapter, that is fundamentals of anatomy physiology in sports, under which we will discuss about the definition and importance of anatomy physiology and kinesiology, functions of skeletal system, classification of bones and types of joints, properties of and functions of muscles, structure and function of respiratory system and circulatory system, equilibrium, dynamic and static, center of gravity, and its application in sports. So today we will discuss about first topic, that is definition and importance of anatomy and physiology in and kinesiology. These all are the topics that we have covered. So anatomy is the study of the shape and structure of the body of organism or living being. The word anatomy is derived from the Greek word ana and tomy, where ana means apart and tomy means to cut. In physiology, the functions of various systems such as respiratory system, digestive system, nervous system, skeletal system, and muscular systems of organisms are studied. It can be said that physiology is the study of how the body and all its part functions. It consists of two words, namely physio and logy, where physio means nature and ology means study. So this is the study of nature. The word kinesiology is made up of kinesis means motion and logos means study. So the study of motion is called kinesiology. The word here we will study human anatomy, human physiology and kinesiology. Hence it is essential for us to have a clear cut understanding about human anatomy, human physiology and kinesiology. So under which first we will discuss about the meaning and definition of human anatomy. Human anatomy is the study of structure, shape, size, weight and location of all the organs of human body. A detailed knowledge of the structure of various systems of human body is provided in human anatomy. For example, the shape, size, weight, structure and location of all the organs of the excretory system such as lungs, kidney, large intestine, liver, skin, etc. are studied in human anatomy. Human anatomy can be defined as the science dealing with human body structure and relationship among structures. Anatomy is the study of the structure of organism, including their system, organ and tissues. It includes the appearance and position of the various parts, the material from which they are composed, their location and their relationship with other parts. Human anatomy is the study of the structure, shape, size, body and location of all the organs of human body. A detailed knowledge of the structure of various systems of human body. Now, human physiology. Human physiology is the study of all the systems of human body and their mutual relationships. In fact, Through human anatomy, we come to know about the mutual functions of all the organs of our body. For example, as a result of human physiology, we get the knowledge of functions of human heart. Human physiology can be defined as a science dealing with the study of human functions. Anatomy and physiology are the interrelated. The knowledge of anatomy and physiology is essential to know physical education and sports from scientific point of view. The performance of an athlete can be improved by understanding the effect of exercise on various body parts of the athlete. Now, kinesiology. The word kinesiology is derived from a Greek word kinesis means motion and logos means to discourse or to study. So kinesiology means the study of motion. Kinesiology is the branch of physiology that studies mechanics and anatomy in relation to human movement. Kinesiology addresses physiological, biomechanical, and psychological mechanisms of movement. As you seen in the video, that through this video we can see when a person is dribbling a basketball, so the movement of hands, legs, and the body. So we will study through kinesiology that the movement of any games and sports, the what all are the muscles, the organs, and the parts are involved in that particular activity. So without appropriate knowledge of anatomy and physiology, we cannot understand kinesiology. The following definitions can be helped to understand the meaning of kinesiology. Kinesiology is a science dealing with the interrelationship of physiological process and anatomy of the human body with respect to movement. American Kinesiology Association defines kinesiology as the academic discipline which involves the study of physical activities and its impact on health, society, and quality of life. In fact, physiology comprises subdisciplines of exercise, physiological, biomechanics, sports and exercise psychology, athletic training, sports medicine, sports administration, physical education, fitness, and health promotions. The mutual relationship of human anatomy and human physiology and kinesiology is closed as well as deep. It is difficult to study them separately because these are two disciplines are interrelated. In the absence of one discipline, the existence of other cannot be imagined because we cannot understand the function of any organ until we understand the structure of that organ. So, owing to such mutual relationship, the human body performs various functions like a machine. So this is all about the definition, importance, and definitions of kinesiology, anatomy, and physiology. Now we will discuss about the importance of anatomy, physiology, and kinesiology in relation to physical education. How it is beneficial or important in physical education. First importance is anatomy provides the knowledge to the structure of various organs. Human anatomy provides the detailed knowledge of the structure of various organs of body. We get the knowledge of structure, shape, size, location, and weight of organ of all the systems of our body. We come to know about the length of various organs, such as the length, size, shape of the bone with the help of anatomy. We get to the knowledge of the percentage of white fibers and white red fibers present in the individual. As a result of such knowledge, the teachers and coaches working in the field of physical education and sports may easily select the suitable sports according to the traits of student. For example, weightlifting is more appropriate for short structured student in comparison to volleyball and basketball. In the same way, the student who have more percentage of white blood cell or white fibers in fast twitch fibers in comparison to red fibers, those are slow twitch fiber, can perform better in sprinting event instead of endurance event. So likewise, we will knowledge the various structure of various organs. Second is physiology provides the knowledge about the functions of various organs. Physiology provides detailed knowledge about the functions of various organs of the body. We get the knowledge of capabilities of cardiovascular system with the help of physiology. We also get the detailed knowledge about the functions of the nervous system, muscular system, excretory system, etc. So, for the imparting physical training system program, a trainer should proper knowledge of physiology. Without having the knowledge of functions of various systems, the training imparted by the physical education teacher or coach may be harmful for the student. Helpful in prevention of sports injuries. Sports injuries like sprains, strain, contusion, fracture, dislocation of joints, etc., are the common phenomena in the field of games and sports. Generally, it is seen that every sports person fall prey to some or other sports injuries during his or her sports career. The proper knowledge of human anatomy, physiology, and kinesiology can prevent sports injuries up to some extent during sports training or competition. That is why protective equipment in games and sports are used to provide protection for the soft and delicate organs. In fact, mutual functions of bones, muscles, tendons and ligaments is visibly really helpful in prevention of sports injuries. Helpful in the process of rehabilitation. We all are aware that injuries in the field of games and sports are natural. Through the process of rehabilitation, an injured player can get recuperated to give a good performance in sports again. However, the process of rehabilitation is not essential for all types of injuries. The knowledge of human anatomy is rarely essential for effective rehabilitative process. For example, the knowledge of the types of bones, joints, ligament, tendons, muscles essential for providing proper rehabilitation. Helpful in the selection of sports. Human anatomy and physiology is also helpful in the selection of sports because we have different games and sports and we require a different types of anatomical structure for different games and sports. In the same way, individuals who are different type of physiological limits or capabilities, these are utilized optimally in the different games and sports. So it will be helpful in the selection of sports person. Facilitate the training program. Good training program can be planned for different sports persons with the help of appropriate knowledge of human anatomy and physiology. As a matter of fact, good training program can be planned in physical education or by the physical education teacher or coaches who have a knowledge of physiological capacities and limitations of every sports person. Next is helpful to know about the chemical changes during exercise. During exercise or training, number of chemical changes takes place in our body. So, knowledge of such chemical changes can be achieved only through human physiology. And on the basis of this, the essential or required changes can be done in the balanced diet or consequently in sports performance. Next is helpful to know about the anatomical physiological differences among male and female. Uh, Human anatomy and physiology, the anatomical and physiological differences of male and female can be understood properly. Due to anatomical and physiological differences among male and female, the sports person and sports equipment are different for them. The weight of the equipment is also accordingly, like shot put, hammer, discus, javelin, etc. So the anatomy and physiological difference among male and female can be understood properly with the help of human anatomy and physiology. Next is helpful in providing first aid to sports persons. It is a quite natural to get injured during practice or competition. If first aid is not provided on time to the wounded person, or consequences can be fatal. A first aider should have proper knowledge of all the organs of various systems of the body. Only then can be able to give first aid to the player. The knowledge of human, and it is also can be possible through if the person is having a knowledge of anatomy and physiology. Useful in developing physical fitness administration. Human anatomy and physiology is vital for developing physical fitness. So if we are aware of the different sports, so you can indulge ourselves in that games and sports. The different meaning of developing physical fitness can be used for the development of the above mentioned component of physical fitness. For the proper development of these components, the knowledge of composition of all the organs of our body and their working efficiency is essential. Even the knowledge of the percentage of red and white fibers of an individual is derived with the help of anatomy and physiology. Aids in sports massage. Knowledge of human anatomy and physiology is the helpful administrating sports massage. In fact, sports massage is used to rectify settle the imbalance in soft tissues, which are usually imbalanced by doing strenuous physical activities repeatedly. If we do not have proper knowledge of human anatomy and physiology, or kinesiology, the tissues may be ruptured while giving sports massage, so that the knowledge of anatomy, physiology and kinesiology is significant for giving sports massages. Helpful in providing knowledge of environmental effects on sports person. The knowledge of anatomy and physiology is beneficial in understanding environmental effects on the sports person. For example, the number of red blood cells is increased during undergoing sports training at high altitude. Unused air sacs or elevates his lungs become active. Heart rate and respiratory rate are also increased at such altitude. The study of such effect on sports person is only possible through knowledge of anatomy and physiology. It can be concluded that human anatomy and physiology and kinesiology play a vital role in the field of physical education and sports. Without their knowledge, a sports person cannot reach the heights in terms of sports performances. Study of human anatomy, physiology, and kinesiology helps in multiple ways in the field of sports and games. So, this is all about the meaning and definition of kinesiology and anatomy and physiology, and the importance of anatomy, physiology, and kinesiology in relation to physical education. So, this is all about the anatomy, physiology, and kinesiology. I hope you will well understand with this video. Thank you and have a nice day.